much. Right, hi folks, so doing a quick vlog indoors today. It's absolutely glorious sunshine outside, and if the weekend proves to be as nice, hopefully, I'm not going to go too far because, like I say, at the moment I haven't got a lot of money left on my Oyster card, so there's not a lot of places I'm going to be able to get to for the next few days at least. So I haven't got any more cuff training this month. But like I say, I'm expecting my wages from last month, which I nearly missed out on actually. If it wasn't for one of the admin staff at Emergence, she sent me a reminder saying, "Oh, by the way, we know that we owe you for 2 cuff days, and you've not sent in your timesheet. Kind of wondering why," sort of thing. Because I completely, for some reason, I just got it completely mixed up. I have no idea. I've never done that before. Well, I mean, I have, but not literally where I've completely forgotten a couple of cohorts that I need to get paid for. Anyway. So luckily she reminded me, because it had gone by I've got a list of dates. I don't know if you've ever noticed them on some of my other vlogs, but I've got a list of dates, submission dates for my timesheets, all the way up to December, and the payment dates. So when I send in the timesheets and when I actually get paid, you see. And so the last one was the 2nd of May. No, hang on, sorry, I'll tell a lie, what am I on about? No, see, even now I'm getting confused. No, right, so the 1st of June, sorry, the 1st of June, I was supposed to have sent it in on the 1st of June. And it was like 2 days ago when she sent me the reminder about not sending in my pay timesheet, my pay thing. And then obviously I get it on the 14th, which, like I say, is this Tuesday coming. Because it's Friday now, which is Friday the 10th. Yeah, I thought it was. So it's Friday the 10th of June, and like I say, in 4 days' time I'll get my money. But I wouldn't have been getting it if she hadn't reminded me. And you know, it's like, flipping heck, you know, come on Paul, get it together. Nearly missed out on a whole month's pay there. Anyway, so luckily, like I say, she reminded me, and so everything's hunky-dory again. Now, there was, I've completely lost the thread of where I was going with this now. Completely escapes me. I think what it is, I'm distracting myself because I'm looking at the camera over there, and it's distracting me because I don't think I've got this video absolutely sorted. I think I might have to redo this video, so bear with me because no, I think I've got it right. This shows how professional I'm not. Do you know what I mean? It's like I'm trying to line the shot up, but do you know what? As rubbish as this is at the moment, see, and that's the other thing as well. I think I'm zoomed in way too. I'm trying to get a nice shot so that you can get the background, so that you can get me in the shot. I know this is all, I mean, by rights, really, I shouldn't even be doing. I should just set the whole thing up so that everything's nice and perfect, or as perfect as you can get it, and then just do my spiel, which I've done before. You know what I mean? I've managed to do. And you know, I thought I'd got it more or less right, but then I was looking at it and I'm thinking, is that quite on there, and does that look a bit, and I definitely know it looks like, to me, it's zoomed in way too much, like my head's, you know, the top of the screen is here and it might be cutting off my chin a little bit, and do you know what I mean? And so I don't want my face right in the camera, so sort of thing. I want it sort of a nice sort of size, so I haven't got a big huge head filling the whole screen. But I don't think I've quite got it spot on. But if I zoom out too much as well, then it breaks the illusion of the background behind me, because obviously, you know, you're aware of the fact it's an illusion because it's a picture behind me that's on my computer screen. Which is actually a TV screen, but I use it as my computer screen. Do you know, sometimes I like these kind of videos where I completely make a complete... Try not to swear. Where I can make a complete arse of myself and mess it all up, and you know, sort of, it's not sleek and professional and sort of like, you know, and you know, sort of like, here is the great presentation and whatever. And sometimes I like videos like that. Sometimes I want it to be a little bit more professional, a little bit more... You know, I'm not a professional, obviously. I'm not a professional filmmaker or anything. You know, it would be nice, though, sometimes to be able to do a nice, really slick, really, really cool video, you know. Who doesn't want to do that for that? Especially if you've got a channel and you've been doing it for a while, and... Do you know what I mean? But sometimes I like these ones where I completely mess up and do it all wrong, and sometimes, because like, to be quite honest, actually in some ways, for me, doing my videos, because I haven't done a few, I've been a bit, like I say, it's been a bit hit and miss just lately, various different things, and again, I don't want to go into a big spiel about that right now, but, you know, issues around friends and friendships, and what have you, and my own reactions to those, and so on, and you know, there's lots of other things that are being thrown up in terms of questions, in terms of what I'm going to do with the rest of my life, because the stuff that I'm doing, although it's just barely seeing me through at the moment, it is getting steadily worse in terms of the amount of work and the amount of money I'm making, and you know, at the moment, luckily, you know, I'm not in debt, at least yet, so I'm debt free essentially, but I'm just barely got my head above water, you know, literally barely, sort of thing. So it's quite a struggle. So again, I know that this just cannot be sustained, and I'm procrastinating, constantly procrastinating, and if I'm really honest about it, I don't really want to face it. I'm going to have to, I've got no other choice, but it's like, I don't want to have to face the prospect that I'm going to have to try and think of something else that I'm going to have to try and do in order to make a living. And that might mean doing a 9-to-5 job or something like that, which I don't particularly want to go into that. I don't want to work for another organisation. I mean, I work for an organisation, but I'm freelance in that sense. And so I can sort of choose when, or choose if I want to work or do this particular whatever. Now, more often than not, particularly at the moment, like I say, I haven't got that luxury of that choice sort of thing, so regardless of where I want to do it or not, I have to. Do you know what I mean? So it's not quite worked out in that sense, but, like I said, the thing is that I don't necessarily want to work within another team or whatever, at least at the moment. Do you know what I mean? And I guess partly it's because, you know, my life's been pretty much my own in that sense. My life has been very much just about me, essentially. And so to transition from working with a team of other people or whatever, or working within an organisation or whatever, I've said this before in other videos, it really, I get a lot of anxiety and fear around it, but as I said, I might have to bite the bullet at some point. Now, in the meantime, if I can think of some more creative ways of being able to still generate an income without having to go down the route of a 9-to-5, then I'm brilliant, fantastic. But at the moment, I don't know. It's all kind of up in the air, and I'm not sure what's going to happen or where it's going. So, I've completely done it again. So anyway, the thing is that I hate when I do that. There was a reason where I was going. I was going there with something with that, and that completely escapes me again. But yeah, in terms of, let's say, the slick videos and all that, somehow that was linked, and now I've completely lost the link of why I was talking about that, and I can't quite. Oh, I think it was probably something to do with the fact that, like I say, my videos, you know, I guess it's because the last couple, what was it, about a month ago, whenever it was, I can't quite remember, and I went to Portsmouth and Dover, and I did like, I don't know, 10, 15 videos at each place or thereabouts, whatever, and you know, so I had loads of kind of fairly upbeat, exciting videos, and in an interesting place or interesting places, seeing some interesting things and what have you. And even from my point of view, I like those sort of videos. I like watching them back. I find them quite interesting and exciting to watch, even though I made them. Do you know what I mean? And you know, so in this last month or so, it's been really, really slow, and it's just kind of been mundane to me. And this is just to me. I mean, other people, obviously you guys might experience it completely different, and that's absolutely fine and great. I'm really happy that that is the case. But from my perspective, and maybe this is the critical artist in me, the critical creative person, or creative part of my head, that it's like I want to be able to improve and do better. And the sort of more mundane, like this, do you know what I mean? This sort of like just me waffling, you know, I just don't think they're that good. Do you know what I mean? I don't think they're that interesting. And also sometimes that's borne out by the amount of views that I get. Do you know what I mean? You know, so I don't know. I guess like what I'm trying to say as well is that you know, because the money situation constrains me to a lot of big degree, that you know, it's just so frustrating really, because you know, as I'm talking, I'm getting this resounding thing in my head where it's saying like, isn't it a sad state of affairs? And again, I know that some people could come back and say like, do you know what? I haven't got a lot of my money in my life, but I'm as free as anything, and and I'm not disputing that that's the case. You know, and I get from it might sound I'm being really, really money orientated, and all I care about is money or whatever, but that isn't the case. But the point I'm trying to make is that I think it's a really sad state of affairs where the only way I can feel free and feel unburdened and worry-free, if you like, or at least to some degree at least, and all the rest of it, is to have a fair amount of money. Do you know what I mean? Again, I'm not interested in being mega rich. I don't want to be mega rich, believe me, I don't. Seriously, I don't want to be rich. I don't mind being comfortable, and it'd be nice to be in a position where I don't have to worry about, have I got enough food to cover my rent, enough money to cover my rent, to buy food, and all the rest of it. You know, it'd be nice to be in a position where I don't have to worry about any of those things. I don't have to worry about, you know, if I could generate an income somehow that gave me enough to be comfortable with, that I could do something that I loved and enjoyed with, and you know, so going to work in the morning wouldn't be like, oh God, I've got to go to work, and you know that what's it? Wouldn't it be great if we could live in a world where we didn't have to be like that? Do you know what I mean? Where you know you could have enough money or whatever it is, enough resources to stay comfortable and happy, and at the same time do what you want to do with your life. Do you know what I mean? And be able to do the things you enjoy and so forth. Like for me, making these videos, going out and about into interesting places, you know, and not have to worry about, oh, have I got enough money to travel to this place, and can I afford to even buy a cup of tea, or do you know what I mean? All this sort of carry on. You know, I don't know. It just wish I could be in a position like that. But obviously, the realities, and you know, because that's cloud 9, isn't it, or whatever. It's, you know, maybe it's achievable, maybe. Anyway, so I'm going to leave the video here because this has been going on for I don't know how long, and I want to get this uploaded. I'm thinking I'm going to have to chop some of this video because right at the beginning it is really sort of bit, what's that mean? You can see me adjusting the zoom and all the rest of it. I don't know, shall I leave that? Shall I just put the whole video up as it is? I don't know what you're going to think of it if I do. But you know, the thing is, if I edit it, just by the mere processes of editing using what is it? Windows Live Movie Maker thing, whatever the heck it is. Just by the very nature of using that, it seems to double, if not quadruple, the time it takes to upload to YouTube. And as I said, this video has now got to be over 10 minutes, easily over 10 minutes. Yeah, great. Just to add to the unslickness of this video. Oh dear. Right, it's got to be at least 15 minutes then, because that screensaver thing, that well, it's not screensaver actually. That's just that's not the screensaver. Anyway, but the computer will stay awake for 15 minutes. I put it like that, so it's 15 minutes. You know, if it doesn't get any interaction within that 15 minutes, it'll just shut. Well, it doesn't close down. It just shuts the screen down. Basically, it's a power saving thing. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so that's got to be at least 15 minutes then. It's got to be. Right. So I am going to definitely shut up. And I'm going to upload this video, I guess in its entirety. It's the most rubbish, in terms of, like, when I say, you know, in terms of slick and professional looking, it's the most terrible video I've ever made. No, that's maybe not strictly true. But anyway, before I waffle on for another 15 minutes, I am going to shut up. And I bet you're going like, I can hear the sighs of relief right now. So, right, I'm going to shut up. Thanks for watching. Like I said, I'm going to try and get to some other places, but they're going to be local. They're probably places I've already filmed at. They're not going to be massively interesting unless I can find something interesting to talk about. So, yeah. So, just, sorry. I mean, by the 14th, like when I get paid, as I say, I've got nothing else happening anyway. So anything after the 14th, we should be getting some more interesting videos again. So I'll definitely travel a bit further afield after the 14th, or even on the 14th. So definitely get some more interesting videos then. Right, definitely need to show. Thanks for watching. Take care, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.